So, the next, how to put it, I'm going to lump City and Tottenham together, because to be honest, I could say a good bit on City. Don't really want to say much on Tottenham. I think they're in top six on merit, big six clubs, blah, blah. Yeah, I'll get Tottenham out of the way. I think thing about Tottenham is they have a nice stadium, one of the best stadiums in the world. Don't really have they do have the finances, if that makes sense, but they don't really have the ownership that will spend it properly in that regard. And I think they have a manager at the moment who is too rigid in his principles, if that makes sense. There's nothing right. What people need to understand is Tottenham don't play attacking football, they play gung-ho football. I was watching this Tottenham fan, and he's spot on he was on Side TV's channel. Go check it out. It was a Midday Madness, I think it was. I think his name was Sava. Could be wrong. And he was saying it's not attacking football, it's gung-ho football. If you watch them, they don't really do any attacking, attacking patterns of play, anything like that. And they're not really nice to watch on the eye, if that makes sense. They seem like they do because there's so many people forward and they only worry about what happens in one half of the pitch. Yes, they're one of the top scoring teams in the league this season, but they're also one of the most conceding team in the league this season as well. And it's just because they focus on what happens in one half of the pitch. I think Ange's, stubbornness to, no matter how a game is going, to gung-ho, everyone press and play this high line past the halfway line at all times is just stupid. Nearly cost them the game against United, even though they got through it in the end. Fraser Foster and obviously just what they were doing, that's what I mean actually with Ange's rigidness. They have a keeper in goals who can't play out from the back because Vicaro's injured. Instead of telling them to change it up and hoof it long, he tells them play it out the back, play it out the back no matter what. And he just doesn't have the qualities to do that, Fraser Foster. And that's just another reason why Ange needs to go. The only reason people are clinging on to Ange is the fact that they think he plays this attractive side of football, Tottenham score goals. I think their last 42 matches, this is start seeing 47 matches, they've 21 wins, 21 losses and 5 draws. That's absolutely mental and unacceptable. And yeah, don't see Tottenham win the cup this season. They're getting knocked out by Liverpool. Don't see them win the FA Cup, because as soon as they get Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea, they're getting battered than that. Don't see them win the Europa League either. They can't get past Galatasaray or Roma. We've already seen that. Drew against Roma, very luckily. Deserved to lose that game, as many said. And obviously the Galatasaray game, they just got outclassed. Even that Rangers game, lucky to come out of it with a point. So, yeah, that's just quickly what my opinion on Tottenham is. I don't think I don't think their squad is that bad to be that low on the table. But, yeah, City. Just think they've been found out, to be honest, and a lot of lack of investment from the ownership. They've gotten to what's the word? I'm trying to think. Complacent, that's what it is. They've gotten too complacent. They won the treble and they've seen teams around them not improving, so they thought, right, we won't improve. But what they failed to realise is the fact that players get older and players will drop out of form and just drop off as players because they're not as good anymore. Prime example of that is Kyle Walker. Obviously I mentioned Robertson earlier. Kyle Walker was begged to stay. He could have went to Bayern Munich with his 2 families. He didn't stay at City because Pep begged him, and look what's happened. He's been absolutely shambolic. I think De Bruyne, his body's broken. He can't play in 90 minutes. He doesn't look like he can even run full pelt anymore. He just looks like he can't handle the intensity of the Premier League anymore. And it's the main thing is because the main reason that is because he's been run into the ground. He's been one of the best midfielders the Premier League's ever seen for the last few years. Yet just recorded a whole epilogue on City there, realised wasn't recording, so cut out recording, so I'm just going to shorten this. Saying about Bernardo Silva, he's been run into the ground as well. I think Savio could be a baller. I think it's a shame that he's not being nurtured in. It would have been nice. Imagine that you said 2 years ago Savio was the same age, he could be nurtured in that treble side. Would have done wonders for them. But yeah, I think anyone saying Pep should be sacked, I think he's to take a little bit of responsibility, but Pep deserves chances somewhere to rebuild that City squad, because that City squad's not good enough. A lot of aging players, a lot of players that are not good enough. Big examples: Matheus Nunes, Just not City quality, is he? He wasn't even Wolves' fourth, fifth best player when they signed him. I think Pep. Who do you get better than Pep? Pep's one of the best managers in the Prem the world has ever seen. It would be foolish to sack Pep and replace him with someone who's trying to work with this squad. I don't think results would improve, to be honest. But I know that's a shorter summary, and City would have wanted to say more, but I'm actually so annoyed the fact that I recorded that whole thing and it's not saved. But yeah, that's my opinions on Tottenham City.